Chozo Ruins.
Hello and welcome back to Metroid Prime Remastered 100% hard mode. My name is Jordan and today I will be your guide. So, if you may have noticed at the beginning there, each area has its own little load screen image. Anyways, I don't know if every save station has its own. I assume it wouldn't. That wouldn't make much sense. But at the very least, every area has its own. So I just wanted to showcase that. Every time we hit a save station in a new area, I will go ahead and restart the game to show that. But first things first, what we want to do is go pick a door to go through. There's one up top and there's one down here. Either one's fine. We'll go ahead and do the one down here first. Just because it's as a part of the guide that I'm using that my buddy Chris created. Which, by the way, shout outs to him. He came up with a very, very efficient route for 100% in this game, and that's what this is going to be based off of. Right here, we have a brimstone wall with a missile expansion. I'm going to be grabbing a bunch of those. And there are some scans in here, but nothing major. That which follows the water seeks the sun. Keep that in mind for later. If you're quick about it, that gets rid of most of the shriek bats, although I'm surprised those two lived. So in here, there are going to be a few things we need to scan. First off, get rid of that guy because he annoys me. Second, scan right there. Right there. This runic symbol has been activated. There are 4 of those runic symbols that we need to scan in this room. Roots originate over walls. No decomposition detected. Host plant appears to be thriving on toxic water. Next we'll go over this way. Here is a Reaper Vine. Here we have some blast caps and air covering. Another runic symbol. If we go over this way, there is another one here. So that's 3 runic symbols. Plus a little box here if we need some missiles. Let's go ahead and make our way back and then go on those platforms that are hovering right above us. After we get rid of this guy. Alright, so right around the corner here we will have Reaper Vines. Watch out, they will push you off. And technically speaking, you can scan these things from up here. Get that one back there, the one right down here, and the one here. You don't even have to go down the way I did, but I just wanted to show you the intended route. Also, I completely missed a platform there. Trying to, just jump without being able to jump, apparently. We'll make our way back up here. Got a Swisper to get rid of. Trying to recenter my controls a little bit here. That's better. Hey, listen here. Did I say you could knock me down like that? Not only did I not consent, I didn't give you permission to even exist. Let alone knock me down 3 times. Let's try that again. 3rd time's the charm. Alright. Now right here is our 4th one. And of course, once we scan all 4, we have to activate Thor's hammer. How are we scanning an ion way over there? Okay, the gate has been unlocked. Now back here, we have another Chozo's lore. Disaster struck suddenly. We have a vague, dark foreboding, and it became truth. A meteor appeared from nowhere, casting a dark shadow debris over the land with the violence of its impact. Its destructive force spent, the fallen star burned itself out rapidly, and the incident should have faded into memory. But the meteor brought with it corruption. A great poison burst forth into the land, a strange energy that clawed at natural life with a ferocity. That strange, negative energy emitted from the meteor expanded to encompass Talon 4 in the night, as a spider weaves a web. So far, those sound like the original trilogy versions. And here we have the charge beam reacquired, finally. So, the charge beam is the only ability that will get rid of the ions, like actually destroy them. Which is why they kind of give this to you here. You can have a little challenge to get rid of them, I guess. Not really necessary, so we'll just kind of walk through. Because, I mean, what? You took that little bit of damage there? Ain't much. Now, normally what I'll do is I'll get the ability that takes us... that upper door. I'll go that way first and then go this way. But... because that just seems more efficient to me. You wind up getting extra missiles early on. But like I said, I'm going to stick a little bit closely to a route that everybody came up with. So now we're going to make our way up. We can save. Definitely save if you're new to the game. I would always recommend saving just every chance you get, because if you die, that's where you restart as your last save. Also, I kind of recommend using missiles more than anything on blast caps, but you don't have to do that. It's just the missile always clears out the area of them, whereas charged shot does not always do that. We have a bunch of Strake Bats here waiting. There's also a door above there, or not a door, but a wall made out of sandstone. We will get to that here in a little bit. The Charge Beam also draws in your items if you did not learn from the intro section with Talon 4. I mean, with the Frigate Orpheum. Alright, here's an interesting room. That door up there is now locked. If we scan it, it'll say that it is locked. And it is actually logbook scan. I forgot about that. Lock system engaged. Secure the area to unlock the door. And it's blocked by those guys. So, we're going to go this way. To our right here, we will have a new entity as well. This is a stone toad, I believe. Preys on creatures smaller than itself, vulnerable only from within. A stone toad is able to remain still for days. It preys upon creatures smaller than itself and healing them whole. Anything it finds undigestible, it regurgitates. Stone toads use their tusks as a last resort in combat. I'm actually related to these guys. These are my cousins, so they're not as smart as I am, but well, you know, I guess that's up for debate as well. Yeah, but, you know. Here we have a new boss. This is the, I forget, incinerator drone, I believe. Yeah. Programmed for high temperature waste disposal. Device schematics indicate a high risk of malfunction when internal power core is damaged. Unit has minimal combat programming, but can defend itself if necessary. This drone's intense heat blasts compensate for its lack of battle prowess. And because of that, it pisses off this war wasp hive up here. These are barbed war wasps. And some of them should pop out here pretty soon. After we piss it off. Actually, I think it says, an extremely durable wasp hive can only be destroyed by direct exposure to fire from below. Go figure. So this is a barbed war wasp. These are fat boys. Airborne insect with the ability to launch its stinger at its prey. A highly aggressive member of the war wasp family, this insect can propel the tip of its stinger up to 20 meters. The stinger tips regrow seconds after launch and contain an acidic compound designed to pre-digest prey. I am like struggling to not hiccup there. But I did anyways. So, just watch out for the fire. You can jump over it. You can stay locked on this guy however you want to. Whenever the red opens up, shoot a missile or charge shot if you don't have missiles. Either one works. You can tap shot as well. But just get rid of the war wasps when they pop out, because they'll make your life a little bit harder. Just by trying to ram you into the fire. And keep an eye on this guy for when he opens up. Should be one more hit before he's down. I think we could kind of stand on him too. Yeah, you can kind of stand on him a little. Another war wasp trying to get us, but I can't quite lock onto him. There we go. If you have trouble shooting him, you can use your missiles to get the war wasp as well. And there we have it. Now we've reacquired the Morph Ball bombs, which also means we have Spring Ball. Spring Ball lets you use motion controls to flick yourself in the air, basically simulating a bomb jump. which is really nice. One of the greatest features they added to this game. It exists in a trilogy version as well. It makes sense. Because we could do stuff like that. That is so much easier. So don't forget to grab that missile expansion there. That's a very good, very conveniently placed missile expansion. Easy to grab. And with Spring Ball, we can move pretty fast, pretty easily as well. There's a whole little puzzle section we're about to do here that is a lot faster with Morph Ball, with Spring Ball. So if we get out of Morph Ball here and scan this, this is the logbook scan, and this is a Morph Ball slot. This slot is active. Inserting the Morph Ball and detonating a bomb will usually cause these slots to send electrical impulses that can activate different types of devices. So, Morph Ball bomb slot. Jump in, drop a bomb, done. Now that we've drained the acid, we can go through here, go to the next one, and rinse and repeat. Now, as you can tell, you don't have to place the bomb inside. It can just be in the general vicinity and it will still register and still power it. Now we're going to make our way up. These platforms are rising. I think the Shriek Bats are still there, but we should be able to just ignore them. Kind of. For the most part. We got lucky. They didn't knock us down. Now, the timer is not that strict. I just like staying in Morph Ball mode because it's so much easier just to flick and get around. But you definitely can, you know, go on those platforms like a normal person and not risk falling down in Morph Ball form. But yeah, that's it. That's the puzzle. Just some quick Morph Ball spring balling. And we're through. We'll just kind of quickly get through here and grab our reward, which is through here. And look at that. Another energy tank. Which is very much appreciated. And now we roll our way all the way back. Ignoring the... I just jumped off of those guys. Also, what's up, Darth? I see you over there. So you actually have this that you can blow through and roll underneath. It's only worth it if you're already in Morph Ball. If you're not, just jump over it. But yeah, we could. I like how I just jumped off of that one guy. Now, right here, we need to use our fancy little spring ball ability to get ourselves up here. Can be a little bit difficult, takes a couple tries, but it's okay. And then bomb, and grab another missile expansion. All right, let me take a look here. We're gonna run to the save station just to refill some health, and get a quick save and just to be sure. But I believe that's all that we need right now. Yes, we will go ahead and save. Let's see, we got the Morph Ball bombs, missile expansion. Got the second E-tank just now. Bomb jump for the missile. Alright, so our next step is going to be going to the next boss. I almost said what it was. I almost spoiled it. So we're going to go back this way. Make our way to this Grand Tree Hall, I think it's called. And if you can see some red over there, that's what we're looking for right now. We're going to jump over to this platform. We're going to come up, we're going to scan these guys. Analysis suggests the presence of a runic symbol here. Yes, but I want to scan the creature. Well, I guess we'll scan it a little bit. So this room has 4 more runic symbols like the other room. We want to scan all of them. Otherwise, we will not be able to proceed. So, work our way up, looking for runic symbols as we go. First one's on the ground. Second one is right here. There is another War Wasp hive there. We will deal with that now so we don't have to suffer later. We have some sandstone blocks in the way here. We have another runic symbol right there. Destroyed War Wasp hive. Right here, the way to get through is with your nifty little bombs. And then quickly and carefully get out of Morph Ball. There is a War Wasp Hive right around the corner there. Get rid of that before they start spawning. And right here, you can scan a new creature. These are Venom Weed. Poisonous plant that retracts into the ground if threatened. Venom weeds evolve to thrive in the habitats of large organisms. They lure prey with brightly colored leaves, then detain it with tiny barbs that deliver a powerful toxin. Venom weeds rapidly decompose anything that succumbs in their midst. So, you want to shoot it before you roll through. But they're no real threat at all. Now, I believe we have scanned 3 runic symbols, so our 4th one should be right up here. And there we go. Now right here, this is also made of sandstone, I believe, is what it'll say. Yep. So, we have to bomb. We have to bomb. And then roll in. And then through here, another blast door. Or a blast shield, as it's called. Now, normally, if I do it my way, I have more missiles by now. I usually have like 35. But it doesn't make sense for efficiency's sake to do it the way that I normally do, so that's why we stick with route. The way I do it is less efficient, but gives you more missiles early on. Which, you know, for a newcomer is fine. Is definitely necessary, but for a veteran, not really that important. Here we have our first major boss, if I can center my thing. This is Flagra. Get your scan visor out, get a good scan. New creature has been added to the logbook, Flagra. This mutant plant is a source of toxic water in the ruins. Flagra's growth cycle has been radically accelerated. As a result, it requires near constant exposure to solar energy to remain active. This exposure has made Flagra's outer shell thick and durable. Its lower root system is unprotected and vulnerable. However, exploit this flaw when possible. Concentrated weapon fire can daze it for short periods. So, you can hit it to stun it. This first phase, I would not suggest wasting missiles. Or anything, really, because you can just walk over and shoot the little solar panels. Sorry about that. Anyways, you want to roll into... Well, I wasted that opportunity there. I had an important thing that popped up, phone call, so wasted the opportunity, but it's okay. We'll just redo it right here, right now. So once you flip the thing, Flagra falls. Oh yeah, you gotta scan the tails too. Forgot about that. The tails are a logbook scan as well. One of Flagra's tentacles fills this narrow drainage channel. Analysis indicates that Flagra's central nervous system is located at the base of the structure. You want to go in. You want to drop a bomb. And you set her on fire. Or, I guess it on fire. And now we just rinse and repeat. Watch out, Flagra gets pissed and gets in your face, so let's give Flagra some things to be thankful for this Thanksgiving season. Okay, alright, come on. Get him in the face, thank you. So, of course, just one charge shot will activate the things. You can definitely snipe them from across the room if you aim better than I just did there. And you can get your things in. Just making sure I scanned the things, but we are good. Morph ball, rinse, and repeat. Now we have 3. So, let's just fill Flagra with a bunch of stuff. Missiles really are good for Flagra in this fight, but you want to save charge shots for whatchamacallit, from the mirrors, the solar panels. And now, let's go and get another. So, two more interesting things I want to point out about this fight. One, Flagra is just a Scyther on the back of a Venusaur, and you cannot tell me otherwise. Second, the theme, Flagra's music theme here. This is the full version. The original NTSC release of the game on GameCube had a glitch to where only the intro played over and over again for the Flagra fight, which is quite interesting. They did fix that in the trilogy version. The European and PAL versions, or the European and Japanese versions, did not have that issue. Only the North American version, as far as I'm aware. I didn't realize I was spinning. I was looking at my my phone. Oh, wow, how about that? I was wondering when that timer would go off. Yeah, no, the time. Okay, that's what I was trying to do, was recenter the pointer. Anyways, now that we've defeated Flagra, the water has been cleaned up. We can touch the water. All the water in the Chozo Ruins is no longer poisonous. Although it's hard to see out of this water, because it's so murky. Anyways, we have something here. We have the Varia suit. And now we have the Varia suit. Finally reacquired it. Dangerous areas of heat are now accessible. So, if you could tell, Samus has some very large shoulder pads now. Those shoulder pads house 2 giant air conditioners, which is why she can now go into superheated areas. They're just, you know, good for air conditioning the body. Right here, they'll give us a stack of things. There's a couple of big health units we can scan. These are Ultra Energy, replenishes 100 units of health. I like how it's Samus over there on the right. That's kind of cool. And just some small missile units. So, yeah, the Ultra Energy units give you a whole bar of health. Up here we have a new enemy. This is a Pulse Bomber. Life form of raw energy. Periodically releases explosive segments. Pulse Bombers are energy beings invulnerable to most known weapons. Electrical energy can harm them. But you can't do nothing to them. Except draw them in. That's about it. Charging draws them in for some reason. Now, down here, there's a bunch of war wasps. We do need to go down here, but there's a bunch of war wasps. I forget that you can stand here. Wow, that's interesting. Well, we can get this new enemy scan while we're here. New creature entry, Oculus. Wall crawler that generates electrical pulses. The Oculus exposes its single eye when active. The electrical field that covers it is enough to deter most predators. If the Oculus detects anything capable of presenting a real threat, it retracts into its impermeable shell. So you can't really do anything to them, but they're there. Interesting that we can just kind of jump along this stuff. I never really thought about that, but I guess we can. But yeah, there's a bunch of war wasps in here, so we'll come back to this room later. It's of no importance to us now. What we're going to do now is go this way. Wait for this elevator here. It's very slow. Are my Joy-Cons drifting, or... No, okay. It's just a slope right here. Hey, get on there. Almost missed it. Now, we are pushing time limits a little bit with this episode. Unless I wind up just raw, like, cutting it. Or hard cutting it to where there's no intro, outro for it. So, if that is the case, I apologize. But... we'll be at a safe station soon enough if you don't mind bearing with me to make this episode a little bit longer. It'd make more sense to go to the safe station. So, for this one, we have to double bomb jump. And double bomb jumping is super easy with the spring ball. And there we have another missile expansion. Now, over to our left there, we will have a Chozo's lore to scan. Chozo scripts translated. The future is a very vague thing, ever-changing and always in doubt. Even if we Chozo could gain the ability to foresee the future, it would be a hollow gift, for we can never hope to control what has yet to occur. The fountain is an example of this. The day may come when its water dries up, and there is nothing we could do to stop such a tragedy. But we do know this, unlike the uncertain flow of water, the power of our will is strong and enduring. The will of the Chozo will never run dry. And that's the truth, buddies. That's the truth. Except for when you go crazy. We got some more beetles here. Ignore them. Right through here we have another energy tank. Now we're going to hop down here. And we're going to head towards... where is it? Yeah, down towards this way. Towards the Hive Mecha. Because we have, now that we have all of our abilities, for the most part, all of our basic abilities, we got a couple of extra pickups we can get along the way. And we will loop right back where we want to go. So there is a missile expansion here that we could get right now, but I think we are supposed to get it later. According to the schedule. Let's see. Let's see. What do we grab this for? I'm reading my thingy. Didn't have it up right. Let's see, 30 tank. Grab 2 missiles on the way. I think we can grab this one now or later, doesn't really matter. We'll grab it now because we're literally right here. I mean, it doesn't make sense to just walk past it when we can get it right now. So, we'll get it right now. Pretty sure because we could get it a little bit quicker later. It's probably meant to be gotten later according to the route, but that's okay. And just wiggle right on up and grab it. Oh, my tab was turning off. Hold on a second. So I'm keeping all my information up on that I need. We'll jump over these guys here, except we won't. We will take all the damage. So there's one right here that we want to get. If you remember me mentioning it before. Missile expansion. And this should loop us cleanly back around to the elevator that we wanted to go through in the first place. So, actually, yeah, that one that I grabbed was definitely on this route. I was just mixing it up with when I did it myself. That other save file I have that has a 100% hard mode run, I got a few out of the order of the guide that Chris had come up with. And I just want to try and follow it a little bit more strictly. But here we go. That's perfect. That was exactly as intended. So, elevator time. At this point, we should have 40 missiles and 3 energy tanks. And here we go. A new area. You can scan, look around. You're not going to find nothing. You can walk down this platform slowly if you want, or you can just fall. Here's some normal shriek bats. Don't need nothing from them, so we'll just shoot them. Right around the corner here, we have a blast door and a save station. So, thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I will see you in the next one.